Welcome back. You're still on to the economy today. And yes, I have with me in the studio to discuss youth acquisition, skill acquisition and empowerment in Nigeria. Government standpoint, I have with me Ademola Oyetunji, an entrepreneur. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes, this entrepreneur is in everything. I mean, when you say an entrepreneur, he's an entrepreneur, the word entrepreneur. Yes, first of all, I want to ask you a question. The Nigerian government, through its agencies, non-governmental agencies, and a lot of other private philanthropies and everything, has resulted into trying to, help give back to the youth and make the youth a skill, so that they can grow the economy one way or the other. But we do not see that reflecting in our society. What is happening?
Thank you. What is happening is there's still a gap. It's not by creating schemes of different kinds, but by making the scheme get to those people who actually need it. There's a gap. There are a couple of programs running, which of course I'm part of majority of them. The agencies that you mentioned, different organizations, agencies of government, I work with them. But the youth in question that we are creating these schemes for, as a matter of fact, they are not aware. I engage with youth, and I see they are still saying, "Are you sure? Is this available?" And I'm telling them, yes, it's available. I have to travel around now to some youth council of Nigeria to work with them. Are you aware this is running? Are you aware this is running? Are you aware this is running? They are not aware. So there's program running, yes. There's loan scheme, there's skill acquisition of different kinds, yes. But are the people aware? Do they even know that something is for them in the system?
So what we should be looking now is awareness, how to create that awareness just down there.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of youths delving into so many things, doing so many things just to get rich overnight and just to get wealth overnight. And yet I do not understand, because government always mentions youth acquisition program. One governor comes in and he said they are doing this youth acquisition program, that's youth acquisition program, skill acquisition program, this and that, and yet you don't see any of these things.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm still saying that awareness. Reason because I go around. For the whole of last week, I was actually in Osun State. This week, I'm in Lagos. This weekend, next week, I will be in Abuja. What am I trying to do? And try to do orientation to reach out to those people that need this thing. Now, thank you for even having me, and thank you for this platform. KAFTAN TV, thank you. I think the agency of government that is saddled with the responsibility of information dissemination are lacking in that respect. And I'm challenging the Ministry of Information and Strategies and Nigeria Agency, that's the orientation agency. I'm saying that their work, we don't feel their work. It's only when election is coming that this agency will come and be orientating on we want to do election. It's not when there is cybercrime or when they want to ban Twitter or whatever. That's when we see our Minister of Information saying something. No, we have a lot of programs running now that we need to orientate. We need to go to the grassroots, orientate these young ones. Women, we have women's scheme, we have youth scheme, we have on agri, on export, on processing, different schemes with available loans at 1-digit interest rate, which I'm aware. But these people that need this thing, they are not getting the information. So that's the reason why I'm taking KAFTAN TV, give me this kind of opportunity to come and do this, what I'm doing. This is what I've been doing since 2013, orientating the youth of Nigeria and women, and Nigeria as a large. What? A better Nigeria is good to go without oil and gas. You can only have a better Nigeria if our youth are well engaged. Then, if we are engaged, less of crime. We don't need to buy Tucano jet to fight crime. The real cause of these issues of insecurity is idleness.
So how do you kill that idleness?
You have to orientate, you have to engage. When you orientate, you see where you're orientating, you are giving them reason why they need not to do cybercrime. And you are giving them the availables. These ones.
That's the alternative now.
Alternative. When you orientate, you give them the alternative. That's what I have been doing. Not with government agencies. Now that government agencies get to notice what I'm doing and, oh, you guys, let's engage you, let's engage you. We are thanking God for that. See, so there's a gap. I'm challenging Nigeria Orientation Agency, NOAA, to wake up to their responsibility. I'm challenging the Ministry of Information and Strategy, as the case may be, the office of our Honorable Minister of Information, Honorable, that is Lai Mohammed, that is the head. Please, it should come up, not just to fight those people who are doing the, there are a lot of programs that this government is having, that this system is having. Orientate us, give us, we are ready to key in.
Now, one of our problems, I don't know if you agree with me, is education. And is our education going the right way? Should it be like if you must go through the 4 walls of a university, you know, to get some of these skill acquisitions, or to get trained to have some of these skills, or you must be educated to be able to succeed in life?
You see, education in Nigeria is just, is not it. We have to industrialize our education.
Industrialize our education.
Because majority of the graduates that is graduating, they are graduating with nothing. The graduate of accountancy, tell him to come and do cash flow. He cannot do it. What I learned in university is not what I'm using now. What I'm using now and what I'm using now is what I can learn out there. So you see the country that, of course, that industrialize their education, like the Chinese, like the Indians, you see what they are getting. Today, all the equipment we are using here, I would say 99% of them are manufactured in China. Why? They don't believe in, say, they will have to have PhD in electronics, right? They industrialize their education. Nigeria is getting it all wrong. And our technical education that's supposed to be embraced, we are even neglecting it. If you see a student that is, you know, in Polytechnic, graduates of Polytechnic HND, they are not equivalent to BSc. For what? That was our area. And because of that, our people are not going to Polytechnic, you know, because of discrimination. We are getting it all wrong. And you get best of technical education in Polytechnic. But the same course that Polytechnic offers and university offers, bring the two of the graduates, one from Poly and one from university, put them to test. And you will see what I'm saying. I passed through Polytechnic, I passed through university. I know what I'm talking about. So we are getting it all wrong regarding our education system. Let me tell you, it's not until when you have PhD in any course that makes you success. I mean, it's success. No. Even if you have the education that I believe, that is working for me, it's the ability to read and write, interpret, communicate, and do business. Now, I say industrialize our education, that's the word I use. We need to know what is the problem that we are facing, that we are having. Now, tailor the education system into that problem and solve the problem. We are under industrialized. We are not even industrializing it. Not even, let me not use under. We are not even there. So if Nigeria wants to move out of this problem that we are talking about, we have to industrialize our education. Then that will interpret to Nigeria industrialization. We are not industrialized. And that's the reason why everything we need, we have to go to different, you know, neighboring countries that are even less, as in compared to the giant of Africa of the old.
So anyway, let's leave the giant of Africa thing. The government standpoint should be focused on trying to fashion an educational agenda that will impact on the economy. Is that what you're trying to say?
See, currently, we have to forget about the old curriculum that we are using that is not helping. Let me tell you. When I was doing my degree in accounting, there are courses that it's still on. There are some courses that we were forced to, you know, do this course. We offer this course, and they are not relevant to accounting of the day. I am telling you. Imagine Visual Basic. I'm a computer person. I'm a computer literate. I use computer to make money, as in legally. Sure, you understand? So you can imagine we are doing Visual Basic at this century. We were not taught how to use Tally Sage, all those things that is relevant to accounting. We have to pay a consultant to come into school, then we organize ourselves to come and teach us that. And it's not in our curriculum. So we have to forget about this curriculum thing that is not working and get a curriculum that can solve our problem. So, see, in Polytechnic, in some university, this is computer, don't touch it. A computer engineer doesn't even know how to install software on computer. So what are we talking about? And a secondary school graduate in China is assembling computer. They can couple things, they can make something happen. What are we talking about? And we spend a lot of years in our education system, and at the end of the day, it's a waste.
Anyway.
So we have to forget about this curriculum thing and come out with a curriculum that can solve our problem.